everybody. In this video, you will be learning about type conversion or typecasting in C#. So the agenda of my video will be what is type conversion or typecasting, the different types of casting that are implicit type conversion, explicit type conversion, and conversion between non-compatible types. Then I'm going to explain about the built-in methods for type conversion. So let's get started. First, I'm going to talk about what is type conversion or typecasting. So, type conversion is just converting one data type to another. So, it is also known as typecasting. In C#, it has three forms: implicit type conversion, explicit type conversion, and conversion between non-compatible types. First, I'm going to start talking about implicit type conversion. So, type conversion happens when we assign the value of one data type to another. So, these conversions are performed in C# in a type-safe manner. For example, are conversions from smaller to larger integral types, and conversions from derived classes to base classes. So, if the data types are compatible, then C# does automatic type conversion. This is called implicit casting. For example, here I've declared a byte and I'm trying to convert that to an integer. So of course, an integer can store a value that is greater than the range of a byte, and a byte cannot store a value that is greater than the value and range of an integer. So C# does automatic type conversion. And for another example, converting an integer to a float. So that is also convertible. These both types are convertible. So again, C# does automatic type conversion. Okay, so next I'm going to talk more about implicit type conversion. So byte can easily be converted to short, integer, float, long, and double. So the same goes for short. Short can be converted to integer, long, double, float, and there are more like integer, long, and float. You can just pause the video and take a look at this table. Okay. So next we're going to talk about explicit type conversion. So again, type conversion happens when we assign the value of one data type to another. These conversions are done explicitly by users using the predefined functions. Explicit conversions require a cast operator. So there may be compilation error when types are not compatible with each other. So example, assigning an integer value to a byte variable. So an integer again can store a value that is greater than the range of a byte. So C# the compiler won't compile our program. So what you can do is you can use explicit type conversion. So if we want to assign the value of a larger data type to a smaller one, then we should perform explicit type casting. So this is useful for incompatible data types where automatic conversion or implicit type conversion cannot be done. So here, the target type specifies the desired type to convert the specified value to. Sometimes it may result in lossy conversion. For example, converting an integer to a byte. So there was an error last time, and now that error is gone because we are explicitly converting these two values. So how can you do explicit type conversion? So here, while converting our integer to a byte. So instead of assigning just that A to our byte, I've put in the keyword byte inside bracket. That is the target type. We're trying to convert this integer to a byte. So that is the target type. Okay, so now you know about explicit type conversion. So sometimes there may be data loss if you are converting some bigger value, like for example, take the example of if you're assigning a value of 300 and trying to convert that to a byte. So that will be variable overflow because byte can only store the value between 0 and 255. So I'll show you that in the Visual Studio demo. And even this byte will take up some weird value. So I'll show you even that in the Visual Studio demo. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about conversion between non-compatible types. So implicit and explicit conversion would not be possible with certain data types. In those cases, we should have to use convert class or force method or Triforce method to perform the conversion. So implicit and explicit conversions would not be possible to do with certain data types, like I said. So we have to use convert class, force method, and Triforce method. You will learn in detail about convert class, force method, and Triforce method in one of my later videos. So now let's see an example of conversion between non-compatible types. So here I'm trying to convert a string to an integer. So the compiler at compile time itself throws an error so that we can correct that. So a string number of students is assigned the value of 100, and if we try to convert that string to our integer, then the compiler will throw an error. You cannot even convert them explicitly, like in this example. You can just take a look at this example. So now, how can you convert them? Is it possible? Oh well, it's not. So conversion between non-compatible types will be possible by using the convert class or force method or the Triforce method. So here you can see that our error is gone. So let's see. We're going to talk about the first example, that is by using the convert class. So convert class, force method, and the Triforce method are different from each other. You'll learn in detail about their differences in one of my later videos. Okay, like I was saying, so here I've assigned the value, the string. I've assigned a value of the string variable as 100, and I've created an integer and assigned the value of the string itself, but I'm using the convert class. Convert that to int32. So int32 is the .NET type of integer. And then inside brackets, I've typed in the name of our string. So now you see there's no error. I'll show you that in the Visual Studio demo. So next, I'm going to talk about the force method. So here I've declared a string and assigned it the value of 100. And then I've declared an integer and assigned it the value of the string itself, but I've used the force method here. So integer.force, that's the syntax for a force method. So not only integer.force, that it's possible for all the integral types. So like I was saying, inside brackets, the name of our string. So again, no error. So next, we're going to talk about the Triforce method. So like I said, I'm going to explain about the Triforce method. So the Triforce method is used for converting a string to any other integral types. In our example, we're trying to convert a string to an integer. So if what happens internally is that this Triforce method checks if these two values are convertible. If they are convertible, it returns a Boolean value that is true, and it assigns the converted value to our out variable, that is result. Okay, so if these both are, this string is not convertible to our integer, then it returns as false and does not even convert these two values. Now these two, the string value to the integer. Okay, so here is a table for some built-in methods for type conversions. So you can just pause the video and take a look at this table. I won't explain it, it's very simple. So now we're going to start doing the Visual Studio demo. So I'll just fire up Visual Studio. Okay, so here I've fired up Visual Studio and I've created a console application. So what I'll do first is I'm going to show you an example of implicit type conversion. So first I'm going to declare a byte. So byte, and I'm going to name this B. You have to name your variables properly. This is for your understanding. And I've assigned it the value of 100. Semicolon. And then I'm going to declare an integer and that is called I and assign it the value of our byte itself. So, okay. So now you can see that there is no error because a byte can store the value of 0 to 255 and we have assigned this byte the value of 100. So an integer can easily hold the value of 100. So now we're going to print on the console what is the value of this integer and run our program. Okay. So now when we run our program, it's displayed on the console that the value is 100 of I. That is an integer. So an integer can hold a value, any value that is from a byte. So a byte can only store a value from 0 to 255 and an integer can store a value like some minus 2 billion to plus 2 billion. So that is a lot bigger than 0 to 255. So it can accept any kind of range from a byte. So now I'm just going to switch these here. I'm going to turn that to an integer. Okay, so now there's an error because we are trying to convert a bigger data type that is an integer to a smaller data type that is a byte. So we need to use explicit type conversion. So it says that cannot implicitly convert type integer to byte. An explicit conversion exists, or you're missing a cast. So to solve this error, inside brackets, I'm going to type in the target type that is byte. So that error is gone. So now we'll try and run our program. So the result is 100. So I'll just close that. And so why do we need explicit type conversion? So you saw that when we didn't put in byte, that is target type, inside brackets, that was explicit type conversion, the compiler gave an error. So explicit conversion basically means that we are telling the compiler that we are aware of all the consequences and still we want to convert these two values. So now I hope you're clear about conversion, explicit type conversion. So now I'm going to start talking about conversion between non-compatible types. So what I'll do first is I'm going to change this integer to a string and I'm going to make this 100 as a string. Okay. And instead of byte, I'm going to make this an integer. That's just an example. And you see there is an error. It says that cannot convert type string to a byte. So to do that, we'll need to use the convert class force method or the Triforce method. That's what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to use the convert class. Convert that. I'm going to convert this to an integer. So convert that to int 32. And then I'm going to start up a bracket and end that off in here. So now I try to run my program. So the result is 100. So now you know how you can use the convert class. Okay. So now if we try to convert these two values implicitly, let's see what's the result. Equal to B. There's an error. So we're trying to convert this implicitly. So it says cannot implicitly convert type string to an integer. So now let's try explicit type conversion. Will it work? No, it won't. So only the convert class force method or the Triforce method will work. So now, next I'm going to talk about the force method, how you can use it. So int dot force. Start up a bracket. Oh wait. Yeah. And end that off here. Now program. So the result is 100. So even that works. Convert class and force method. That's what we have tried now. now we're going to talk about the Triforce method. So I'm just going to close that, and now I'm going to explain about the Triforce method. So what I'll do first is I'm going to make this parse through a triparse, and then not an integer, I'm going to make this a boolean. Cool. Then here I'm going to declare an integer variable, integer result, let's see. Semicolon. And then I'm going to kind of pass that here. Out. Wait, I'll just show you without putting the out keyword to get an error. So here I'm going to type in the out keyword. Okay. Oh, yeah, there's an error because of the pacing. P is capital. Yeah, okay. And now the reason I've made this triparse a boolean, it's because the triparse method, its return type is boolean. Okay, so now I'm going to run my program. So Control plus F5. And you can see it displays to me that it's true. I'll just close that. So now I'm going to make this 100 to hello. And we already know that this will not be convertible because hello is a string, not a number. So now let's see what will be the output by running our program. So the output is false. Before it was true and now it's false. I'll just close that. So like I've already explained that how this triparse method works, I'm just going to explain that again. So before doing that, I'm just going to print the value of the result also on the console. So here, I just want to print a string here. So inside this, I'm going to type in true or false. Colon, placeholder for parameter. And then in a new line, I'm going to type in result. So colon, placeholder for a parameter. Here, I'm going to put in a comma. Okay. So here, I want to display the result. Okay, so let's try and run our program. So, is it true or false? It's false. And the result is 0. And the result is 0 because, of course, the default value of an integer is 0. So now, I'm just going to make this back to 100 and again run my program. Okay. Control plus F5. So the true or false has become true and the result is 100. Okay, so now I'm going to explain you again about the Triforce method, how the Triforce method works internally. So whenever we use the Triforce method, first it will check whether the string is convertible with the integer, the integral target type. So if it is, then the out variable gets assigned the converted value and then it returns as true. And if it is not convertible, then it returns as false and it doesn't even get converted. So I hope you're clear about all the concepts that I've explained in this video, and thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like and share this video. Please subscribe to my channel for more. Goodbye till the next video.